Are you serious? The Bible says, bestow honor upon whom honor is due. And the Navy SEALs, those men that went in and took Osama Bin Laden out of power, ending, crushing, smashing, destroying, annihilating the head of the ugly Al-Qaeda snake. That's right, those Muslim radical jihadists, those murderers from ministers of Mecca with their misguided messages of misunderstanding from a mosque of made-up memories of days gone by. It's over. It's over. Al-Qaeda, put a fork in them. Boop. Put a fork in them, they're done. Now, Taliban's been wounded. Al-Qaeda has been crushed. Let's deal with Hamas, Hezbollah, and Al-Shaab. Now, Al-Shabaab's over there with Somalia. We'll get to them. But let's deal with Hamas. Let's deal with Hamas. You might say, I don't have to deal with Hamas. Yes, you do. Because they're sitting there camped right in the Gaza Strip among the Palestinian people. There are good people. There's even good Christian people there. They don't want to live among the Hamas. They don't want anything to do with Hamas. And now that Hamas has moved into Egypt, teaming up with the Muslim Brotherhood to try to seize power over a nation that has just threw out its ugly Muslim monarchy of Hosni Mubarak, and 5 council generals run the nation. But the Bible says that in Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1, 2, 3, and 4, the burden of Egypt, that this council of 5 generals will be destroyed. A new leader will emerge. He'll be a fierce king, a cruel lord, according to the Bible. Is he from the Hamas? We're going to have to deal with this. Do you understand? We got to deal with this. It don't run away. Evil doesn't run away. You have to be brave. That's why I want to talk about the Navy SEALs. The Navy SEALs, let me say it again. The Navy SEALs that went in and smashed the head of Osama Bin Laden, the snake, the leader of Al-Qaeda. I'm already hearing you say, why is he celebrating? Why is he so giddy? Why is he so happy of the death of a man? This is terrible. It is terrible. I mean, the Bible says if you sow to the flesh, of the flesh you'll reap corruption. Trust me, Osama Bin Laden, he invested in the blood of 3,000 Americans. He invested in the souls, the blood. Did you forget? Did you see him jumping out of the windows on the 110th floor? Did you forget? Did you watch them as they were burning to death, clinging to the edges of the balconies? Couldn't you remember the 300 and some firefighters that were bravely climbing up into the stairwells and the elevators into their own demise? Have we forgotten? The celebration is not over the death of Osama bin Laden. The celebration is the justice that has finally been served, the judgment that has finally been executed by God himself through the hands of these brave Navy SEALs. Let's read the article, would you please? The Navy SEAL team is likely to be honored in secret for the raid and the killing of Osama bin Laden. From San Diego, here's an article coming out of Associated Press. The highly secretive Navy SEALs, the team that killed Osama bin Laden, will likely be honored in the only way such a covert group can ever be, in private, with nobody but themselves and their commanders knowing who they are. Quietly, recognizing their heroic actions for the tremendous operation is not new in the military. Some service members wear war decorations but refuse to talk about how they earn them, while others stash their medals away, either because they've been ordered to hide them or they have chosen to for their own security. And there are those heroes who have never lived to see a medal, their families sworn to secrecy until they are honored at death. For the elite few who drop them from the sky into the walled compound there in Pakistan, they must carry on without breathing a word about their participation in Sunday's spectacular raid that eliminated the world's most wanted terrorist. It is a secret that surely must burn in the souls of these military officials, these men of great valor, these men of war, these men of freedom fighting and protection for you and for me. We must honor them. Their service, their dedication, their bravery. But put it all aside. Their love of country, their love of God. Every one of these men understood that the battle they were fighting was not just against one man named Osama Bin Laden, but they were fighting against the spirit of darkness itself, the principality and powers of radical jihad. They were going up against the darkest cloud that the world has ever been involved in. Radical jihadists, Muslim militants, radical Islam. Now that Hitler died, and it was announced to the world that he died on May the 1st, 1945, after killing 6 million Jews and 7 million Christians, annihilating and destroying his own country of Germany. And the German people are good people. On May the 1st, 2011, President Barack Obama stood behind the microphone shortly before midnight to proclaim to the entire world that Osama Bin Laden was dead, and that these brave Navy SEALs, these men of great valor, faces whom we do not know, and names will probably be uttered from our lips, never to be seen in public, but quietly, the men that push back the days of darkness. I'm Paul Begley. I honestly feel like we should salute them. I honestly feel we should thank them for preserving, because in China, you can't go to church Sunday. No, they'll put you in jail. In China, you can't start praying in public in the street. No, you'll be in prison. In China, you can't have 2 daughters. No, the state will order you to have an abortion. No. Only in America will somebody stand up and smash the head of evil. And those somebodies are those Navy SEALs. God bless America. I pray that you're saved. Are you saved through Jesus Christ? Because I wouldn't want you to die lost. I wouldn't want you to go to hell. I don't want you to have that hatred in your heart. If you're anywhere near a place to pray, do it right now. Ask Jesus in your heart, because he has preserved an opportunity for you to pray. Send me a personal message right here on YouTube. I'll be glad to come speak to you by correspondence, work with you to receive the salvation of the Lord.